We had several infections and things like that populated during that time frame. So it makes you think, like, is this worth it? Do I even want to work here for the rest of my life? Why am I risking my health every day to come in somewhere where I'm miserable? I don't even like being here. Yeah. Happened to be online. I saw Kel's ad. You know, you're looking to do your own radio show. I've always wanted to do my own radio show. So it was just like, wow, you know. So talked to my co-host here, Naja, about it. We just laid there. We talked about it one night. And I was just like, I think we should really do this. So as far as the name Gumbo, we went through several names. Honestly, the show was going to be called He Said, She Said, because this was before we even brought Mo and Anthony on, or Mo and Flash God on, so we didn't even know we were going to actually have a whole team, so we thought it was just going to be us two. So we were thinking like, oh, he said, she said, back and forth type of a thing. Mm-hmm. But then Gumbo, it just rang a bell when I came up with it, and I mentioned it to him. He was like, I really like that, and the idea of it was because the show is not based on any one thing. It's anything. It's everything. And what is Gumbo? Gumbo is a collection of any and everything. And it's really tasty. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so that's where the name came from. We just wanted to do something that was going to be for everybody. We didn't want to label it one way or another. Where I personally cater to a lot of artists. I know a lot of independent artists. I work with a lot of independent artists. They're in my life actively. I didn't want to just focus on that. I know a lot of comedians. I know a lot of everything. Business owners, barbershop owners, all type of things. So I wanted to cater to everybody that just wanted a platform to get out there.
I love it.
Man, how you gonna try to say what I said?
Don't try to be like you, AJ.
But no, that's,
so how did you all meet? Like, because I know you did, like you said, y'all laid in bed and talked about it. How did the
I called it, I was like, so y'all are a couple, y'all together.
So we are married.
Okay.
Yes.
We was like, oh,
just laying up in bed.
They was laying in the bed.
Yeah, we are married. We have been together. Well, we've known each other or of each other's existence since 2006. Officially a couple since 2008. Married since 2013. And I just feel like for us, it was a different, one thing that I will say, when I came in here and I interviewed with Kels, I honestly didn't really know what direction I wanted to take my show in. So I'm glad that I did come in here and I did interview with her because she said something to me that really stuck out to me. And what she said was, what's your niche? What's going to be your niche? What's going to make your show any different from any other show that I already have on my station? And why would people want to tune in and listen to you? Mm-hmm. So that made me go home and reevaluate everything that I had already thought because I wanted to stand out and I wanted to be different. And that's how I brought on the team. Mm-hmm. So in my eyes, 4 heads is better than one. Yeah. 8 eyes is better than 2. So, I'm just like, I wanted to have people around me that were genuine, that had the same passion, goals, and that were trying to build something from the ground up. So I'll start from my right and go all the way around. DJ Mo, me and Mo have been really, really good friends. So me and Naja are originally from St. Louis, Missouri. We moved here in 2018 of August due to a tragedy. He lost his brother. And so we just decided to reevaluate things and relocate. He's always been into music. I've always been into media. We felt like Atlanta was the best place for us to go as far as career-wise. So we relocated here. When I first moved here, I was working for the Atlanta Hawks organization. Shout out to the Atlanta Hawks, the complete organization. Shout out to Dominique Wilkins and just everybody associated with the Hawks. We love you guys. I was working for the Hawks. I was managing a club there. And I was also working part-time in the office doing switchboard. And that's how I met Mo. So me and Mo, we worked side by side. He was my direct partner as far as like in the office, and we pretty much shared our work, Built a relationship, found out he was a DJ, and we just, we were friends. I just knew that that's what he did. From that point, I met Flash Guy here. Yeah. He's always been my road dog. That's my road dog right there. Always. A1 since day one. You know what I mean? He was a person that actually, when I came to the Hawks for the first time, didn't know where I was going or anything. He met me in the lobby to bring me up. He trained me up. So I basically took his position. And he pretty much got a promotion to a different position. So that's kind of how that worked. He trained me. I got his position. I was working hand in hand with Mo. He went over to a different position, but we were still all working together. So that's how we all met. Found out that Mr. Flash Guy does beats here. So he's a producer. He makes his own music, of course. My husband is an artist, so I linked them two up.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
And they started to make music.
Family.
Yeah, they started to make
Gumbo
music.
lifestyle.
And of course,
it's a movement.
And of course, the music that they make, Mr. Mo here spins. So we keep it in the family. You know what I mean? So that's basically how we all came together. I decided to, extend the offer out to them. I wanted to make calling him his real name, Flash God.
Oh yeah, I know my boy named Anthony.
Yeah, that's his real name. I don't let the cat out the bag. I'm sorry. I'm so used to it. So yeah, but I decided to make him my direct assistant and show director or the show producer because he is really into this. Like he's dedicated to this. He wants to do this, and we're all doing this from the ground up, and we're all doing this from nothing. We're just starting off, and we're just trying to grow.
But it seems like, man, this is a family for real. The chemistry, I thought y'all like were cousins. I ain't know
Exactly.
like y'all came.
Feel like.
And even the day that y'all came in, I don't know if you remember, you came in to do like a promo shoot really quick one day after our show, and so y'all were walking past the window, and I didn't know. I was like, you know them? Like I had a frown on my face, like who was that coming to our place? But like, but y'all came in so cool. I was like, yeah, bro. I thought y'all had known each other forever. Like that's what's up.
And I appreciate that. But one thing about us is that I do want to make that very clear that we are not here to compete with anybody. It's not about competing. It's about collaborating. So we are open and down to collaborate with anybody that's open and down to collaborate with us. I feel like, as a community and just as us, a unit, we're already rich. We just gotta come together.
We just gotta pull it. Man, we got all the resources.
We good. Everybody do something.
Yeah. And when we try to always be an island unto ourselves, like look at me. When if we put everything together, man, I like y'all,
exactly.
bro.
It don't work when you try to do it by yourself.
Facts.
And that was the reason why I wanted y'all to come in because of course, everything that comes to hits, as long as we're tagged, we get it. Mm-hmm. I might have 17 tags, and it's coming from Gumbo Radio. So before they even got here, that's what I appreciate. Like, for them to not have radio background and experience in it already, to jump in it. And if y'all experienced and listened to, or even watched a little bit of the video that I posted as far as their show, they had it all together. Like the DJ was here, engineering over here, and she was like, "I'm so nervous," but you couldn't tell.
And when I saw it, you was like, "This tune in," they got it. I'm thinking this is like something that had been going on for a long time.
Exactly.
I would have never known that was the first show ever.
And from the first moment she walked in here, she had a million questions, and I don't get that. So she thought she was getting on my nerves. Where to me, it made me look at you more. Like I respected you more. Because for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing and they don't ask questions, how you gonna learn? So she was like, "I got one more question. Girl, you can ask me 30 more."
I would actively send her emails and stuff, but that's just one thing about me. Like, if I'm passionate about something, I'm passionate about it, and it's not just for me. Like, I want to grow y'all station as a unit. I would like to come together with everybody and let's figure out ways that we can get out here, and especially with us all not being from here. Like, I have family in St. Louis. I have family in Florida right now, tuned in. Shout out to Z in New York. I got people in Reno. Shout out to Tina in Reno listening right now. So we're already starting to get you all's app and stuff known in all other cities and stuff because we've been out here and we know people all over and we have a strong support system.
And we cousins, y'all don't know that.
We are.
Y'all from Missouri, I'm from
my
Arkansas.
son is AJ. His
Okay.
name is AJ.
See, he named after me. That's what we do.
I'm from Arkansas.
Have you heard of Osceola?
I have.
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah.
Osceola.
Awesome.
And we're getting down there in the Pine Box, Shout out to the Pine Box. It's Pine Bluff right
It's Pine
there.
Bluff. I'm gonna let you slide. Stank City.
Right.
But
So I want to hear from my I was gonna say Panamanian, my Pisces brother over here.
Hey.
You heard me.
With you being an artist already, how are you planning to collaborate that with radio?
Real good. Actually, I just plan on using the platform to bring awareness, like indie artists, those that don't know about the app, 92.3, download the app, you dig. And also just using the platform to just basically get out there, expand, get heard, get noticed, collab. Like she said, man, we not here to compete, so it's all about, congratulate, no player hate, participate. You feel me?
Can I tell you something? Here's St. Louis and Sean. He get out there.
Oh yeah, okay, AJ, I'm here, everywhere. Shout out to you, Midwest, Arkansas. Yeah, that's right.
Hold up, tell me this real quick. What if y'all frying some fish? What's your side dish?
He don't eat seafood. No.
But I'll tell you the side dish.
Spaghetti.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And some potato salad.
Like, no, we ain't even got to do that.
You ain't gotta do that.
Because people here, they always want to throw some grits with it or something like that. Like, no,
So let me
with
tell you something.
With fish?
With fish.
Oh, yeah.
They talk
You gotta
about
have
me because I put sugar in my grits and sugar in my spaghetti.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. We got family, bro. Y'all family. That's what we do.
I can't eat it no other way.
No other way.
What is this salt and pepper for with these grits? No, I definitely need some sugar with my grits.
Exactly,
But,
I do too.
But how long you said y'all 2006, 2008, then 2013, and now. So can y'all? Because we Love Is Cool Kills. We deal with a lot of relationship stuff. So what was our question this morning?
The question was...
So when y'all got together, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you up. So when y'all got together, was it important for y'all to know who about each other's past sexually and stuff like that? Or it been together as long as y'all do it, how do y'all maneuver through that? Or did you even care?
Let me ask the question how it was, huh?
Okay.
I was trying to keep you from trying to read it.
It's
Right.
good. It's all good.
What was it? Okay, if your mate has a wild past, do you deserve to know that up front? And should your mate disclose their body count?
Body count, me personally, I don't care. It's just an imagination thing. Like, I don't want to think about that in the moment of intimacy. So you can keep your body count, but your past, yes. I definitely need to know if you know it goes both ways, baggage. So I came into the relationship with 3 baby mamas prior to her.
No,
so,
he came into the relationship with 1 baby mama.
Oh, well,
and then 2 surfaced.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
But, so that's your 3 though.
Okay,
that's your 3.
So we ain't gonna get into that.
Tune in to Gumbo Radio Show tonight at 7 p.m. for our pillow talk section.
Bro, I swear I wasn't trying to get you in no trouble.
Nah, it surfaced on its own. It didn't surface like how she made it sound.
Okay,
It's like they were already there. He just didn't know. So then it came up.
So you had me thinking my boy done went and got 2 more.
No.
I got you, cuz.
I was about to end the show on that note.
Don't do it, Cal.
Oh, gotta go.
Now, for me though, I think I don't really care, but it's different. Like, we're not your average people, like or couple. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We was friends long before we was together. Yeah. So we had built a real strong friendship. So a lot of the stuff that we were able to deal with each other, it was because we were genuinely friends and we cared about each other first. You know what I mean? So a lot of stuff that came up, we were able to maneuver through it because of that. Gotcha. But as far as like past relationships and stuff like that, I'm not one to care about that because as long as they don't pull up with no smoke, I'm not with that.
You know, like you can fight.
Yeah, I'm not with all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that tough typing, all that mouthy stuff. I'm not with all that. But you know, as long as they stay in their lane and leave the past in the past, leave the future where it's at, we good.
Come on,
we good. We good.
So you DJ, tell me your DJ name again.
DJ Mohawk. AKA DJ Tickle Me Mo.
Tickle Me Mo.
And bro, let me tell you, up until last week, me and your hair was just alike.
Hey.
I cut my hair.
It was nowhere. Don't listen to him.
But did I not cut it though?
You cut it.
I cut it, but it wasn't all the way that long, but I kept it clean though. No, but for real. Like, how long you been DJing, man?
Well, hey, let's say professionally for the past 10 years. But me and my group, Serious Sound DJs, we got started back in 2002. And we were first bouncing guys out the clubs.
Gotcha.
And it was one
you
of
look
those,
like a bouncer too.
And you know, it was one of those, do we continue to throw them out and, you know, risk our chance of getting beat up, or do we party with them? So,
that's dope.
My cousin Big A, we took one of his bedrooms, we filled it up with equipment, and next thing you know, the sun was up, the sun was down, the sun was back up, and we were still in there practicing. So we've been doing it, like I said, professionally, past 10 years. I was a district manager for Verizon Wireless. So I managed people across Southeast region.
So how did you go? How did you go from that to DJing? Like,
well, you know, you have to have a passion for music first. Yeah. But being that I was tired of just babysitting adults, why not try something that I know I had a love for? And I still took a corporate direction. When I got with the Hawks, one of their DJs, I'm the official DJ for the College Park team, our College Park G League team, Skyhawks, and I am the backup to Big Tigger.
Shout out to Big Tig.
He said, "Don't get it twisted, y'all."
I'm out here. So let's be clear. That's why I chose him, because he's very professional and he has a platform. So everything has a science to it.
I love
everything has a science to it. So anything that you do, it has to have a reason behind it, and you have to have a vision, like where you're trying to go. So Mo is definitely a big tonight.
At 7 o'clock.
Mo is a big asset to us. Also, we would like to say shout out to Ali. Ali is our resident photographer and videographer. He could not make it today because he had to work. However, he is an active part of our team. You can find him on Instagram at Ali, and his last name is all together lowercase, but it's BRATHWAITE. Brathwaite.
Hold up, she did this off the dome. Like, bro,
Right.
how to spell Kel real quick?
That's what I do. But no, shout out to him. He is definitely an asset. He's a big part of our team, and he just couldn't be here. But I like to definitely let anyone know if you're looking for a videographer, someone that's very professional, passionate about what they do, you definitely should reach out to him. We do have a website, www.gumboradioshow.com. All of us are listed on there along with the talents that we have individually. So if you would like to book anyone individually, you're welcome to do that as well.
Y'all know what this just reminded me of? You know that one Beyonce song? I did not come to play with you, ho. Like, we got this.
Well, the idea though was because I understand that this is my vision. Everybody is not going to be passionate about what you're passionate about. Just because they're here to build this team with me don't mean that this is all.
And you know,
This
I
is
had to
the
learn
end.
that the hard way.
know?
You know, I have a church kid. I had a church background, so we had a group, and it was my group. Like, I'm David Ruffin, and these are Temptations, but no, it was my group. But because of that, like, nobody really shared the same passion. So, like, when it came to practicing and singing songs, like, I'm coming ready, and then I just want you, if y'all know the lyrics, then come and we'll teach you the notes. But then they come, we got to teach them songs, and that used to piss me off. So how does that work with you? Because you seem to have it all together. Like, nobody's going to share your passion. How does that?
So for me,
I thought someone was on him. I'm like, what?
you just don't pay attention. We sharing headphones, y'all. He don't want to give them to me. He don't want me to get my shine. He don't want me to shine. No, for me, I think it was just about putting together people that right now, we can grow from, from here. And so my idea was to not just make this just a regular radio show on a Thursday for 2 hours and it's a hobby. Like, let's make a business out of this. Like, let's make this to where we don't have to work for anyone else anymore. We could work for ourselves. But I didn't want to take away what everybody else already had going on. And A-Side, he's already a producer. He already has stuff on iTunes, I didn't want to take away from what Mo had going on. Also, for us, it's also a little bit more challenging because we have to still understand that we have DJ Mo here, and he represents the Hawks. The Hawks is an organization. So there's certain things that we have to keep in mind even when we're creating our show, certain things that we may not be able to do or say because we want to make sure that we're representing them to the, the best ability that we can. So that's also something that we take into consideration when we plan anything, when we do any segments. We want to make sure that we're promoting and we're also branding Mo in the proper way as well because he still has that going on outside of this. So we just all work together, man. We just push together. We have our brainstorm meetings every week where we all come on. We do a brainstorm. We talk about what we're going to do. We come up with any new ideas. We talk about anything that we think is valuable that we should be talking about. And don't get it twisted. Y'all seen our first show and it was fun and it was cute or whatever. We can get deep. We just don't want to deter anybody from listening to us too soon. Because we all got real strong personalities. We got real strong personalities, and when we feel away, we feel away. And if you don't know us yet, you could maybe take that the wrong way. So we just want everybody to get to know who we are first before we start vocally speaking our opinions on certain things that are happening right now. Because it's very touchy subjects, and you guys just got to make sure that people understand you before you say certain things, or it could end up being something you wasn't trying to,
Because the stuff I say, people know what I'm going to say.
Sometimes I'll be like, why are you saying that?
But they know her personality now. So,
And tell me, man, because she didn't call you something else.
I know. My
Flash.
name. So my name is. Yeah, go ahead.
No, because she said Flash. She said, and then she said something else.
Yeah.
Producer name.
So the way it goes is my real name is Anthony. That's my real name. Flash Guy, that's my producer name. Asa, that used to be my rap name. So my history, I go back about 15 years. I used to be a rapper.
Where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm from here. I graduated from Westlake High School. So this is my stomping
Shout
ground
out to
right
the
here.
eight.
I'm from the SWAT, baby.
I didn't know what I was waiting on.
Somebody from
I knew she was going to say something. I'm like, okay, is it good? Is it bad? I don't know.
I get excited when I meet people that are actually born and raised here. Like, I hardly ever. Everybody is from somewhere else, so I get excited.
You know the two of us here on the right.
West
College Park.
Hey.
I live over there by College Park.
Yeah, so we represent. It's only a few of us. So many transplants, so we try. Yeah.
You said transplant and looked over here like you don't belong. I've been here a few years.
Hey, y'all outnumbering us now, so
Exactly.
it don't even matter.
I swear I'm from Bankhead, bro. I don't really know nothing about Bankhead or home, but I swear I've been claiming it this whole time.
Hey.
Like, where is that though? I'm gonna go one day.
I don't know. Well, shout out to T.I. though. That's all I know about Bankhead. Shout out to T.I.
All right, so you say you started as a rapper.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like Forrest Gump. I done lived like 10 lives before Flash God. You know, this is just the reincarnation of L.I.C.K. So, you know, this is where I'm at. You know, I follow God. God leads me, and I just follow the path. This is where He lead me right now. A lot like more Ash. You know, just got tired of doing things that wasn't cut out for me, man. You know, I came up with something. I do a lot of brainstorming on my own. I came up with something called the triple F quotient. It'll tell you if you're in the right place, if you're with the right person. It's real simple. It's fit, flow, and feel. And if you can't answer any of those three by saying it fit right, it flow right, and it feel right, then you don't need to be there and you don't need to be with that person.
Like you spitting knowledge right now.
Right,
It's the truth. So
I'm gonna stop talking something like
real
that.
talk. You know, so where I just came from, it was a negative on all three. That's basically God telling me it's time to close that door, open another, and that's when more Ash came in, asked me to be the engineer, perfect timing.
That was perfect.
You know, divine intervention. That's what I call it. Not only that, the whole COVID gap, I guess you could call it. Them 45 days where I had time to really think, had that space. That's what you need. Like Jay say, thank God for granting me this moment of clarity. I needed that.
Yeah.
That was when she came in. That was me hearing God right there. This is the direction you need to move in. Something I read, always walk in the direction of the light. Always walk in the direction. Something real simple.
Let me tell you
Real simple.
real,
Right.
bro.
You know, so
we gotta play this back one time.
This is the type of stuff that we talk about, and
Yeah.
this type of stuff that brought us together because we're all like-minded. We all want better, but we all want better for other people. So it's like, it's not just us. It's not about us. You know what I'm saying? I personally am the one that this is what I've been telling him. I'm his manager for 10 years. I want to put people on. Like, that's what I feel like I'm here.
She said, I've been telling him.
Because he'd be like, you ain't my manager. I'm like, I'm your manager. Then he'll say something. I'll be like, listen to your manager. He'll be like, you ain't my manager.
Yeah, she been telling me.
And you still ain't registered it yet.
I told him.
I ain't been funny because if I, for work's sake, sometimes you got to go along with what everybody's saying. But no, like, this is amazing, like, for real.
Appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it.
Like,
And we looking to collab, bro.
And
We looking to
followed
hopefully
y'all-
Kel's put together one big Hits 92.3 show.
Exactly.
Everybody come in here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
bro.
in the works.
Well, I was
That's in the
able
works.
supposed to have him, but COVID hating right now.
Right?
COVID is being a real bitch right now.
But
So,
then-
how is it with y'all being married and working together? Not just radio itself, but the last 15
'cause
years.
she your manager.
Yeah, because she your manager. So tell me how y'all work together and how y'all separate work from home.
Simply the answer to that is just I always told her since the beginning, a couple that play together stay together. So even through all the level of emotions that you go through in a relationship, that you just have just basic life, we have a lot of common interests. So regardless of how you feel as a person, like, she been wanting to do radio, I've wanted to do music. Like, it's just prime example of common interest, and then you can build from there. How you raise your kids, what you like to do activity wise, your swag, your lingo, the music you listen to. So kind of working together is to me, it's not even work. It's just an extension of my
Well, we already do.
life and day with her.
I think more than anything, it's just about, like, understanding that, the person that you meet is not going to be the person that you end up with. I met him at, how old were you? 20 what?
24.
24, and I was 21. Obviously, the person that he met when he met me was not the person I was going to be even today at 35. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you can understand that, and even as you go through these processes with people and you're in a relationship with somebody, and you can understand, okay, I am 20, you are, 19, we gotta grow, you know what I mean? Like, and you can give that space and give that option if you really care about that person, or if you really want it to work, you know what I mean? Then you'll get a lot farther, because you'll understand this is growth. This is a growth process. You're gonna go through things. You're gonna do things that I may not like, but it's my job to voice it to you. Like, it's my job to say, I don't like when you do that. It makes me feel this way, and this is why. And then it's up to you to take it from that point, and then to be like, okay, well, I love and I care about you enough to compromise on this particular thing, or on that. That doesn't mean I'm going to change as the person that I am, but I understand that when I do this, it makes you upset, so I won't do that.
There you go.
Do you feel like
You
that
go.
you on a set of I'ma Fix My Life? I feel like everybody knowledgeable about.
Okay.
I love it. So tell us about your show tonight before we have to get out of here. Because they are on tonight. It's their second show, Shark Gumbo Radio.
No, Gumbo Radio.
Gumbo, I'm sorry. Gumbo Radio Show. So make sure you tell us about that.
So tonight we are on, guys. Check us out. We'll be live from 7 to 9 Eastern Time. And for tonight's show, we are actually going to just give y'all a little bit more. We're going to let y'all know a little bit more about who we are. We have several segments and several topics that we'll be fluctuating and floating through within the next few weeks. But I do want to say something because I don't know if it's very clear. So one of the things that makes our show unique, other than other shows that are on this platform, is that our show is a 3-in-1. So the reason that I have a resident photographer is because after our 10th show, we're going to drop it as a docuseries and as a book. So my photographer, shout out to Ali again, he also has a publishing company. So all of this is being done in-house. So he can do my whole 10 episodes of my show. As he records them, we'll chop them, we'll put them together, and we'll just put it onto our YouTube channel, just like Netflix puts up, a docuseries or something like that. It'll be like that, and we're also going to drop the book the same day. The book will be, each show will be a chapter. So we'll all basically summarize how we felt that show went, or what we got out of that show, or what we saw, and then we'll put it all together, make it a chapter, and then we'll each have our own chapter to talk about ourselves, what we do, how we got to this point, so forth and so forth. So it is a 3-in-1. We will be dropping a book and a docuseries on our 12th week. So that is in the making and in the works. And for tonight's show, you can look forward to Before the Bars with my boy Flash Guy. They dropping some beats. So we do have a segment where if any producers are listening, you can send us 60-second snippets of your beats, and we will play your beats on air. We will shout you out, and we will tell where people can follow you, find your platform, and work with you. We'll also do a segment tonight called Pillow Talk, and that's kind of like what we kind of just did, a little bit of relationship stuff, how we've been together so long, and this is also going to be him Flash Guy doing like a Q&A with me and Naja. We're going to do our Mo spin, so Mo will be in the building. He'll do his spinning. So we'll play some music from some indie artists that we have, and
resources.
Oh, and shout out to Jakeem Jackson. So we have Jakeem Jackson who's coming on. He is the owner of For Sure Resumes and Consulting. He is also our fellow Hawks brother. Shout out to my boy Jakeem. That is my boy. I appreciate you so much. He will be on tonight. We're doing a virtual interview with him. He'll be talking about professionalism. He'll be talking about work life after COVID, how you can get back into the swing of things, and just like when to determine when being professional and when to drop your shoulders. Some people don't know that difference. Some people don't know when you can be chill with your coworkers and when it's not the time to do that. So we'll just talk about those type of things and put people into that professional mindset. You know what I mean? So that's tonight's show.
I love
Can I
it.
tell you, she's one of the shadiest people that I know. But no, I'm gonna say this for real, and this is no shade to anything, but when you just said when you said that she asked you initially what makes you different from anybody or anything that I had, everything that you just said I'm just sitting here man, wow.
So if anybody has a documentary and a book to come out, you just know you heard that from Gumbo Radio.
Okay, we
They
got
said it first. If you're listening right now,
we
I'm gonna do
appreciate
that,
y'all
I'm gonna
so
do that. Yeah, so tell everybody where to find y'all.
So we are actually Gumbo Radio Show on every single platform you can think of, from Snapchat to LinkedIn to Instagram,
Facebook.
Everywhere. Facebook, we're Gumbo Radio Show. We have a website, www.gumboradioshow.com. We also have a GoFundMe. We're also raising money for the station. Anybody want to donate to a good cause and want to, throw Kel some money to give us some free airtime up in this joint, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody on my team. You can find my direct co-host, Naja, at Naja, NAJJE _scholar_mob. You can find my show assistant and director and producer, Flash God, at Flash God ATL. You can find my DJ Mohawk, at DJ Mohawk on everything. And you can find me, your girl, More Ash, at _More_Ash.
There you go. Thank
Gumbo
y'all
Radio
so
Show.
much.
Thank you. We appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for having us.
I was
Y'all.
feeling mighty bad, feeling mighty low.
Yeah.
We are humble.
Right, so we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back, y'all. Stay tuned. Lake Morning Show hits 92.3.
Yeah.
Thank
Like,
y'all.
for real, y'all, what's up? I like
Thank
that.
y'all.
That was great.
And I was trying to tell them, like, man, disclaimer, I didn't really pay attention that we had some guests.